to play against Sabo now, as we saw before, but amazing hats off to SA. He did an incredible job going up against that huge threat of Yoda Cage's Donkey Kong, who is still, you know, being evaluated as a huge threat in our region, and he's from Connecticut, no doubt. I'm not sure if he watches Clash Tournaments or not, but he was going toe-to-toe with him. Incredible work from he laid it on the line. Played the matchup
very well, but there were basic mistakes that he made that lost him the set. I mean, he lost 3 stocks off of shield breaks alone.
Exactly.
And then was punished heavily, taken up to 50-60% early on in this stock off of a 4th one.
Right.
So, as Yoda Cage, the beneficiary of that, will go on to face yet another Roy. The gauntlet not quite done yet for the Philadelphia number 9. He's got to go through the number 5 in the PR. So big implications as the set for the PR as we draw closer to the conclusion of this season. But either way, the bigger implication right now, Mini Boss, winner goes on, loser goes home.
Absolutely, and right now, probably feeding a little bit off that, we're seeing Sabo doing a little bit better job of getting a foothold on the Yoda Cage. Great tech from him, as I say it, Yes,
Sabo was ready for that one. SA, and that was the one thing that SA, it seemed like, could have saved his life a few times if he hit 1 or 2 of those techs.
Oh my word! Just cutting through with so much, I'm not even, no, that wasn't even heavy armor or anything.
That was his anger.
Yeah.
That wasn't even armor or any,
DK shouldn't be white, he should be green right now.
Yeah, straight up. Like the Blanca skin.
Yes, sure.
No, one of the things that I love about this game, beautiful stock take by Sabo with the aerial to confirm his first stock of the match. In story mode.
Okay.
With Ryu, they made it just like his story mode in Street Fighter 2
Right,
Turbo. So to recreate the Blanca stage, and they have the Blanca music and everything, they just put green DK. It's so good.
And again,
with the headbutt on the ledge.
Yeah, those super armor moves just getting so much mileage for Yoda Cage as he just sends out, not even worrying if Sabo was going to get back. Send him out too far with that cargo throw.
Yoda Cage needs to be careful of just how much he's jumping around. Even in between those stocks, you never know when Sabo's going to take advantage of his invincibility and just kind of throw out an option.
Right.
Get Yoda Cage in that juggle situation. Sabo, eventually, no invincibility needed to take him out after only suffering 26 points worth of damage. But I mean, Sabo very capable of pulling this off.
He just got 2 up tilts there and just completely turned the tide of battle. Looking for a down air spike. Yoda Cage just thirsty for this claim against Sabo. But right now, another back air. He's just dominating Sabo in terms of these last stocks. That was the beautiful. That was the longest tomahawk I've seen in my life, and it still paid out for him.
No, it stopped Sabo in his tracks. It's like you throw that Ephus pitch. It just throws. It floats above the plate and right into the strike zone, but you're frozen. You don't know what to do. Yoda Cage, you're expecting fastballs from the guy, but then he throws the changeup. Sabo goes down looking. Frame number 1. He'll have another chance to step up to the plate here in game number 2, however.
And DK doing a lot better than the Phillies pitching staff, for sure.
Yeah, the less we talk about that, the better. Let's go to Smash.
Yeah, let's absolutely do that. And right now, Yoda Cage still just being in the face of Roy and Sabo.
We could have had Dallas Keuchel. I said I would stop. I said I would stop.
We got 2 baseball guys on here. It's got to bleed over at some point. But we'll try to keep it short.
Well, we got to talk baseball more. We should go to a game.
If we get tickets, I'd be down for that.
Oh, Yoda Cage. Oh, man, he's just leaving these things hanging over the plate.
Oh, my God!
He does get it back. Beautifully done. And Sabo needs to be cognizant of that. Yoda Cage is not afraid to press buttons in response. Sabo gets caught on the stage, gets popped up, and then clapped out.
But still, Sabo, at least until this moment right here where Yoda is going to get a lot more coverage on, Sabo actually cutting through with back air and not going to get the super armor he was relying on. Sent him down too low. Right afterward, Sabo keeping his wits about him, able to get a stock for himself, and keeping himself relatively healthy. He was working on 0, a couple hits, talked him up to about maybe 35 or so, but right after that, Yoda Cage actually, again, like you said, the up B not connecting to the ledge, and he got back on stage. He is benefiting from it this time. But, I mean, as you mentioned before, he has to be really careful of when he's going to extend with that and how it might pay off for Sabo. And again, the reverse forward tilt and the counter, not going to send out. But that is where DK suffers. Sabo realizing that and able to benefit. Going for an up, okay.
Up throw, neat little mix-up. Saw that he was in the middle of the stage, and Sabo, I don't know, he's a pretty fast masher, so you don't want to risk just walking to the ledge.
I mean, he was too far out from that point. That back air was just, you know, I don't know how you would kill a dead thing. I guess zombie, I guess, but that was a definite nail in the head of Sabo there.
How do you kill what is already dead, mini boss? It is a paradoxical question. And one that I'll just kind of leave hanging. Maybe let the chat decide.
Yoda Cage did a fantastic job answering that for us. He threw out the back air.
Yeah, the back air.
Yeah.
DK back air is how you do it. if you want to be a literalist about it, that's fine. But
it's a huge monkey throwing out his leg. Sure. But another chuck and not. Oh my God! He did it again.
Talk about it some more, mini boss. Yoda Cage making a big statement with a big old gorilla. He goes up 2-0 here. And Sabo, all of a sudden, who was doing so well, took Sauce to game number 5 in a winner's final. All of a sudden, back against the wall, staring down the king of the jungle here in Yoda Cage.
Yes. And right now, he's really got to be realizing if one of the options for Snake or another character might be his best motion going forward. Really debating stage pick, no less, too. Gonna go to Smashville.
I think we're gonna see the Snake.
Okay.
Actually, it was Smashville. I don't know.
And it is the Snake. Here we go. Yeah.
Well, that'll teach me to doubt myself.
You gotta have more confidence, too.
Yeah, you're not the first person.
Oh, come on. No, I'm joking with you, man. You got incredible confidence.
I fake it till you make it, my man.
Okay.
Either way, it's going to be Smashville for game number 3. So, interesting choice here. I do question. I mean, normally you like to see Snakes give themselves a little bit of space, but choosing to fight in close quarters with this DK, do you like this call?
I mean, with the Snake pick, it's going to be a huge swing in his favor because even though Donkey Kong does like to rush down and the small stage will benefit Yoda Cage in that respect, he's going to have to climb through a whole lot of explosive ammo going through it, and there you go. The headbutt not going to pay off for him that time as Sabo finally gets a round 1 stock claim for himself.
Yoda Cage perhaps thinking, I mean, I've headbutted through so much before, perhaps it can work again. Not this time, says the Philadelphia number 5, who's coming roaring back in this game number 3.
And even right there, he tried to do it on that platform, and Sabo just dipped down low. Maybe he's aware of it as the bomb sends out, trying to go for a down air takeout, and
he goes down deep for that back air.
SD for his efforts, yeah.
Yeah, ostensibly. I mean, there were already no free rides back onto the stage if you were Yoda Cage, just as DK in general. But then you got to go through this Global Guts obstacle course worth of explosives.
And I guess Snake didn't have it.
So, oh my God!
Okay, you got. I'm glad you got that. You put it out there.
That was
so beautiful. That is not my fault. You put that out there.
That was so beautiful. Let's go to Mo Flip leaderboard. Mo.
What accent did she have? Like, I always forget.
It's like British-ish.
Okay. I can never peg it down as a kid, so.
She's still doing stuff.
Really?
Yeah, she's like a stand-up now.
Wow. Okay.
Pretty good.
Absolutely.
Yeah, no, I mean, she wound up having a career for herself, and Yoda Cage, he keeps this up, might have a career for himself in Smash. You know, this kid's going places.
Oh, sure, yeah. Got a great future ahead of him. And maybe cutting Snake's future short. Might be seeing the end of Metal Gear Solid 5 here for him.
Oh, geez,
or Metal 4, I'm sorry.
Spoiler alert, first of all.
Come on. Fox Eye was coming in.
Yeah,
it was so hard to navigate that story of that game anyway. I had to like read so many Wikipedia articles just to play Metal Gear Solid 5, but
yeah,
reading the book there on the the Donkey Kong. Sabo able to finally get one for himself.
Kojima at his Kojimist.
Absolutely. Well, until Death Stranding.
Until Death Stranding, actually. Oh my God! It really is kind of like the standard auteur.
Yeah.
Kind of.
He's the avant-garde guy.
Oh yeah, he really is becoming that.
He's the Wes Anderson minus the muted pastels, I'd say.
I respect that. Really, without the crazy framed still shots.
Yeah, I feel that.
Like, dude, Wes Anderson is legit my favorite director.
Absolutely, yeah, that's great. That's a great pick.
Yeah, I think it is a good pick, but I think it also says that I'm just a total effing weirdo.
Oh, you're right at home then. Welcome home.
Yeah, I mean, I'm only yelling at video games for money. Let's go to Smashville for game number 4. Parries the grenade, figure that out. Down tilt.
Another down tilt coming in from Sabo that time. Yoda Cage gets that grab in, does 73, racking up 85 even more, and Sabo throwing out all kinds of options, and actually saving him that time.
Yeah, no, was not a... I don't know if he was going to call out down air necessarily, but either way, Sabo punished upon landing.
And really, we saw from Black Tiger, those mortars will be able to provide a huge amount of coverage for... Oh! Well...
Oh, my. Gets caught a little bit in the whirling propeller of that up B and is unable to get back. Does make it up, however, so we are even at 2 stocks apiece. Yeah, the crack in the armor of DK finally shows its ugly head, and Yoda Cage probably regretting that decision. And even on stage, Sabo looking to do even more. 69 damage racked up, 86 now, and pressured off the right side. And again, those mortars, grenades, C4, everything, providing so many obstacles that could potentially hit the big body of DK. So if he can throw them out, more power to him, because maybe one will get through. And even going in with dash attack, the grenade actually stifling any sort of follow-up opportunity. Sabo might have finally found his foothold. Yeah, no, definitely feeling himself. Got Yoda Cage up to 168%, 180 now. Has no reason to let Yoda Cage land. And then Akita, how long does that thing stay out? Yoda Cage must be asking himself. Sabo is the beneficiary of it and is trying to build himself up to a whole stock lead. Dashes out of the grab.
Gets the re-grab. Not going to hop. Yeah, Sabo hopping out. Very nice job avoiding any sort of follow-up. Even just another up air to rack up more damage. But Chuck coming in. And that was techable, but yeah, the reaction time to Sabo not going to pay off for him there. As Yoda Cage just very, very closely builds that percentage gap in his favor.
C4. Sabo, again, I mean, trying to build up this lead that he has, but it's only going to last for so long, especially when the hands of that DK come into play. Sabo doing everything he possibly can to neutralize such dangerous weapons. Perhaps the most dangerous on the stage, who knows?
Yeah, he just went full sticking everything to the wall right there with that headbutt that time. He was going to get hit with the mortar, hit with the grenade, but mortar's coming through, and we will go to a Game 5 because of it.
Yoda Cage shaking his head in dissatisfaction. All of a sudden, Sabo looked like the writing was on the wall with that Roy. Yoda Cage has no answer for this snake thus far in terms of a point on the board.
Yeah.
But this has been a beautiful 5-paragraph poem that these two have written, but
and hyping himself up. Did you see that? Yoda Cage hyping himself up. He is still mentally in this game. So this will go either way going in this Game 5, and who will move on here?
Only one of these two were worthy, or will prove themselves worthy. I'd say they're both worthy, but only one will prove themselves to face Sauce, the number 13 in Grand Finals. Right now, looking at Sabo. What a way to start off Game 5, and what a statement this would be. A potential reverse 3-0 from the Philly number 5.
And right now, Yoda Cage is really, struggling right now, but he has to keep that mental state in focus here. He does have 103 on Snake. He can turn this right around, but he has to be mentally prepared. And because of that mortar, he's not going to get any sort of follow-up off that bury. Great weight around, and the grenade. Okay, best option to avoid the grenade as well, because that would avoid most damage. And right now, Yoda Cage charging back.
Beautiful tech by Sabo to save his life. That would have cost him the stock. However, trying to get back to the stage, will get back here. Now, Yoda Cage, we saw in game number 4, Mini Boss.
Yes.
He's very capable of pulling this off. He came within a hair, within really a few pixels of that back air to see in a 3-1 set. We could be talking about Sauce versus Yoda Cage game 1 right now. But instead, could it be Sabo with a date with Destiny and a date with Sauce in Grand Finals? All he is, it's only 1 stock away, Mini Boss.
And there it is!
Wait a second!
Yoda Cage did a great job playing towards the middle of the stage, avoiding any sort of blast that would send him out to the left and right of the blast zone and would have give the stock advantage to Sabo. Great adaptation in his playstyle that inched him back in this game, and at 73%, he's a heavyweight. He's fine. And going up against this DK, Sabo's struggling to find some way underneath that platform to get at the monster that is DK that will not take out, but stage control is in Yoda Cage's favor.
Holding off on the back air, maybe just a little too long. Gets
tagged!
Got tagged by
He's
the
alive!
Snake back with the Nikita!
Oh my God!
Sabo survives and advances! Sabo versus Snake in Grand Finals!
That resurgence was incredible from Yoda. I mean, at the end...
What an effort!
Absolutely, yes.
What a great effort that we saw.